Hi from 5 General Science, Chapter 4, video number 13. Okay, so today we're going to making soap. 我们做肥皂 Okay, so what a good scenario like this. Okay, somebody having bath and I just sitting beside. 我就坐在旁边。Okay, the process of making the soap and the cleansing actions. 它有它的清洁效应。Okay, I don't know how to say in Chinese. Okay, so our first title, prepare experiment, page number 11, 第11面 making the soap 做肥皂。Okay, 来。So today we prepare the experiment making the soap. So what is our aim today? 今天我们的目标是什么呢 Okay, to study the process of making the soap. 要研究怎样做肥皂。And hypothesis, so how to make the soap? 肥皂到底怎样做呢 You just prepare any fat, 准备任何的 fat, and prepare any strong alkaline, 准备很强的 alkaline, and you're going to making your soap, 你就能制造你的肥皂了 Okay? So soap can be prepared by the reaction of oil mean fat 啦，脂肪 with the sodium hydroxide, always mean by sodium hydroxide, strong alkaline, 强的 alkaline. Okay, and remember, when you're making the soap, the process is called saponification. 做肥皂的过程就叫 saponification, 叫做肥皂了。Copy on the notes, page number 11, 第11面。So today, what are the material we need? 我们需要的 material 是什么东西呢 Okay, palm oil, or this is our fat 啦，我们的脂肪。Concentrated sodium hydroxide, 浓 sodium hydroxide or strong alkaline, 强的 alkaline. Sodium chloride powder, or what's mean by sodium chloride powder? Common salt, table salt, 桌子上的盐啦，炒菜盐。Red litmus paper and also the distilled water. Okay, red litmus paper to test the pH of the soap. 要 test 那个肥皂的 pH. Distilled water 掺水下去罢了啦。Okay, so how is the process? 它的过程到底怎样呢 So we look at our experiment. 看看我们的实验。Okay. So prepare 10 ml palm oil. 准备10 ml 的 palm oil and add concentrated sodium hydroxide inside. 把浓的 sodium hydroxide 加在里面 and heat them together. 一起烧。When you heat them together, remember you have to stir, continuous stirs. So after a while, maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes, the soap will be ready. 你的肥皂已经做好了。Okay, so the soap actually is ready inside the beaker, 就在你的 beaker 里面。But why don't we see the soap? 为什么没有看到你的肥皂呢 Soap actually is a salt, 它是一种盐来的。So when the soap is formed, the soap actually dissolves into the water, 它溶解在水里面。So now they are invisible, 你根本看不到它。But if you want to see your soap, very simple, you add some common salt, 加一些普通盐下去。And after you add the common sauce, you continue to stir for a while. 你搅它一下子 and the soap precipitates. 那个肥皂的凝块就会自己跑出来了。So why you add the common sauce? 为什么你加那个普通盐下去呢 To lower the solubility of the soap in water. Soap actually is a salt that dissolves in water. 它是一种盐，溶解在水。So after you add the common salt going to lower the solubility of the soap in water. 降低你的肥皂的溶解度 Okay, or when the soap cannot dissolve into the water anymore, they're forming the solid precipitate. 它就会变成固体的 precipitate 啦 Okay, and finally, it will be inside your beaker. 它就跑出来了，就在你的 beaker 里面。So to get your soap simple, prepare a piece of filter paper, and you're having the process called filtration. 你就进行那个方法叫 filtration 过滤法。So now filter up the soap, 把你的肥皂过滤出来。Okay. Oh, very sorry. I forgot to on the camera. 忘记开 camera. Okay, 一直讲话。对不起。Okay, 靓仔出来了。Okay, 有没有看到我剪头发了？自己剪的，好了吗 ？Okay. So now, when you filter up the soap will be inside the filter paper, and after this you go to test 你就去 test 它 Okay, whether it is a soap, 它是不是肥皂呢 Okay, so this is our experiment. So to make you understand more, 如果你要明白多一点点 what to do, we watching the video. 我们看看它做肥皂的 video. Can start now, 可以开始了。 How to make the soap？ 怎样做肥皂呢？
Hi, the experiment we're going to do today is not a new one. In fact, it's about 4,000 years old and it can be related back to health. We're going to make soap.
Before we start the experiment, let's look at what we need.
We need some kind of fat, tap water, and sodium hydroxide.
One common use for sodium hydroxide is in drain cleaners, so that's what we will use for our experiment. But remember to be careful because concentrated solutions of sodium hydroxide is very corrosive, and when handling those solutions, always wear proper protection gear.
We will also need a pot and something to stir with, 2 thermometers, a beaker and a spoon, a scale, a mold to make our soap in, and plastic wrap.
The amount of sodium hydroxide you'll need is dependent on how much and what type of fat you use. Today we're going to use a combination of different fats. We're going to use coconut butter, rapeseed oil, and olive oil.
For these, we simply take the combined weight in grams and multiply by 0.13 to get the amount of sodium hydroxide to use.
Alright, let's do it.
We will use 100 grams of coconut butter, 100 grams of rapeseed oil, and 100 grams of olive oil. And now we can calculate how much sodium hydroxide we will need.
For the water, we need about double the amount compared to sodium hydroxide.
But before we dissolve the sodium hydroxide, we need to get our protection gear on.
And now comes the most critical part of the experiment, so listen up.
When we dissolve the sodium hydroxide, make sure to be in a well-ventilated area or even outside. Measure the right amount of sodium hydroxide and then carefully pour it into the water while stirring. It's very important that we dissolve the sodium hydroxide in the water and not the other way around. The solution is not just very basic, the temperature also changes.
When we dissolve the sodium hydroxide in the water, the solution gets really hot. So we want this warm solution to cool down a little bit before we mix it with the fats.
In fact, we want both solutions to be at around 50 degrees Celsius, so we're heating up the fats while leaving the sodium hydroxide solution to cool. When the two solutions are both at 50 degrees Celsius, it's time to mix them. We slowly pour the sodium hydroxide solution into the mixture of fats while continuously stirring. With your teacher's approval, now when the sodium hydroxide solution is not as concentrated anymore, it's okay to work without protection gear as long as you're careful.
Now the two solutions are mixed, but that's not enough. Now we gotta keep on stirring for about 15 to 60 minutes until we see a trace when we stir. So I suggest you guys take turns doing this.
While you wait for your mixture to get ready, you can prepare your soap mold. A good idea is to use a large mold and then line the bottom with plastic wrap. After about 1 hour of stirring, your mixture should be ready.
And all we have to do now is to pour it in the mold.
Spread it out evenly and don't make it too thick because it will expand a bit when it dries.
And now we'll just leave it like this for 2 days.
After 2 days, take the block of soap out of the mold and slice it into smaller pieces, and then let these pieces dry for about 4 to 5 weeks. During this time, the pH of the soap will decrease a lot.
Alright, and after a few weeks, your soap will look a little something like this. If you want your soap to smell differently, you can add in different fragrances or spices to the mixture. Alright, here's a tricky question. When we use the soap, how does it actually work? Well, that's all for today. Good luck.
Okay, settled. So, continue our notes. 继续看我的 notes. Go back to your notes. Okay. So prepare some palm oils and add the palm oil with the concentrated alkalis or concentrated sodium hydroxide or maybe potassium hydroxide. Okay, and heat them together, stir it together. And after a while, add sodium chloride solutions or add sodium chloride salts. 加我们的盐下去 sodium chloride. Or what is the function of sodium chloride? You copy just now. 你刚才已经抄了。To lower the solubility of the soap in water or to precipitate the soap 啦，给它变成固体跑出来。Precipitate means liquid become solid 啦，从液体变成固体。Okay. So now, after you having your soap in the filter paper, what to do? The following tests are conducted on the white color solid. That means your soap 啦。 touch it with your finger， 用你手摸摸一下。Shake a little white solid with the water in the test tubes. OK， 拿一点水放进去，摇摇几下。And test with a piece of moist red litmus paper using the red color litmus paper and test it 啦。OK， so number one, touch with the finger. What you feel? Very smooth. OK， 很滑 ，very smooth. OK。Or shake with the water, you can see a lot of fogs. 你会看到很多的泡泡跑出来。那边 soap 肥皂啦 ，fogs appear 很多的泡泡跑出来。And now test with the red color litmus paper. 用红色的 litmus paper to test it. So what to do? It turn to blue color. 它变成蓝色。Okay. So what's the conclusion today? 今天我们的结论是什么呢 Okay. Soap can be prepared by using the fat react together with the sodium hydroxide or react together with the strong alkaline. So soap can be prepared through the reaction between the oil or any fat and the sodium hydroxide solutions. So these are the method, or this is the method for us to making the soap 做肥皂的方法 Okay, that's all for this video. Continue for the next video, still the soap 还是肥皂 But the next video will be more technical 啦，它会比较难。拜拜。